Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. We have the Sawbones in our team, the greatest healer, and I use healer in a bit of a stretch of the word, that we're going to get in the game. He is definitely skilled with the saw, let's say that. I was thinking of spending a little bit of our money on buying him some stuff. Unfortunately, all the body armor that we've got unlocked is already bought. I might get him the tower shield, because that seems pretty sensible. Giving him the option of running in the middle of stuff and then using the shield is a bit of a leeway. It seems like a good plan. So we'll get that. And with a little bit of money that's left, we could also get him a minor healing potion. I think I'd probably prefer a major stamina potion, so we might save up just a teensy bit for that before we actually go and get it. And yeah, the Amulet of Life isn't really going to be enough. Although, so the Sawbones I really like. We are going to swap some of his skills out. I said this last time, and I had actually changed it, but it looks like it's not saved those changes. We're going to take out Battlefield Medicine. The medical pack cards are fine, and they're like good enough. They allow an ally to heal effectively as an action, healing on top and bottom. But it's use it once and it gets burned, so it takes it out of your deck, and then they have to do an action which draws things out a little bit. I'm not a big fan of it, so we're going to go for Prevention is Key. And the other one I want is I do want to get Vaccine. But in order to get Vaccine, we're going to have to take something else out. And I think it's going to end up being the Booster Shot. Because we need Hold Back the Pain in order to target everyone. Oh no, First Aid. We'll take out First Aid. There we go. So we've taken out all the healing abilities from Sawbones, which is just absolutely amazing. I think it's a little bit funny. In terms of what we're planning on doing, and I'm coming into the Enchantress just to show the plan. Hold Back the Pain. Your melee attacks target all adjacent enemies. Hand of the Surgeon. Your heal attack. Your heal actions affect you and all adjacent allies. These are our bread and butter. Prevention is Key. Disarm, target all adjacent enemies. Bloody Saw, attack 3, wound. With this, attack everyone. So our plan is run into the middle of combat, use Hold Back the Pain and Bloody Saw, attack, wound everyone, and then just kind of like tank it out, and then eventually when we need to heal and stuff, we can get on and do that. There's a lot of potential in the Sawbones. I do like them as a character. So we're heading back for Weird Science. Clear the lower floor of the Hermitage of the Undead. This is what we failed last time, so fingers crossed we'll do a little bit better this time. We know what our biggest trouble is, and that's the Living Spirits. There's no Living Spirits Elite this time, so it's going to be easier regardless. So let's get across. And there's an encounter. The fork in the road, you spot a figure up ahead resting beside a gnarled tree trunk. They appear hunched over with one hand grasping their chest. As you tentatively get closer, they notice you and beckon you over. Hey, over here, please help me. Yeah, sure, let's have a look. Approach this with caution. I don't think there's any benefit in us helping them out. I'd love to give them some gold, but we need the gold. And having the different elements infused at the start of the next encounter isn't going to be of any use for us. So there's no use helping a Savus with a cracked core. It's as good as dead. You leave the Savus to its fate and continue on. As you walk away, you hear it muttering something under its breath. A painfully icy chill runs down your spine, and you can't help but wonder whether the Savus cursed you with ice magic. Yeah. Okay, we've been cursed, which is annoying, but fine. I'd rather that than lose some money. We already know that the Tinkerer Hermit has been working with reanimating the dead, so let's head straight on in. Sawbones, Straggler, long rests only. Spellweaver, die hard, let's not get injured. That's the plan. Might be difficult with Spellweaver, but the other option, the workhorse, is definitely going to be tricky, so we'll keep die hard. Right, we've already read those. So let's have a look at what we're going to be doing. Spellweaver, I would love for this guy to be close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to need to move in order to reach him. If we move to there, 1, 2, 3, 4, that would be enough. Okay. So we're going to be using fire orbs. We want to move relatively quickly. So frost armor will get us moving in. Fire orbs will get us doing the damage. We'll hit this guy. In fact, if we move to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So we're going to be potentially stepping right next to this thing, which is a bit of a pain, but it is what it is. And we're going to be alpha striking, nuking all things that we can. As for our lovely Sawbones, we want to get him in. We could get him doing a vaccine hit on these three, get them poisoned up. And we could... It's range 3. 1, 2, 3, which would be enough. So if we do prevention is key, get the shield on both of us, and vaccine, that seems like a reasonable plan. So poison allocation over here, fire orbs allocation dotted around. Let's see how they're moving. They're moving in, doing some ranged attacks and stuff. We can get away from these guys a little bit. But first of all, let's get you hit with the poison. We'll get the shield on. Gives us a little bit of experience as well, which is always nice. And for the fire orbs, yeah, we're just a little bit too far away. So we're going to have to get closer before we activate that. And getting here is our best bet. We're gonna lose out slightly on our potential damage on this guy because we're going to be fighting at disadvantage. But it means we're only going to have one of the big guys able to actually hit us. So hit you, and let's try and actually kill the one that's going to be closest to us. Oh, there's the type 0. To be fair, I would rather the type 0 happened here than... Well, would I? Not really. Let's go invisible for good measure, because we don't have the shield anymore. This is what our tower shield is here for. Okay, we can definitely do something on you. Bloody Saw will get us a decent wound on him. Might even do enough damage to kill him. We can move a little bit slower, I reckon. So let's say hand of the surgeon to allow us to move around and do stuff like that. How are we going to deal with these guys? Flame Strike will allow us to attack on the bottom. Could also get the wound on you, but it's not really necessary. I think Mana Bolt and Flame Strike. That's an attack on the bottom and an attack on the top. And in fact, if we go Flame Strike and Ride the Wind, we can do some stabbing instead. I think I prefer that. We're still moving faster than them, which is the important thing. So let's step in close. These guys aren't going to move. So we'll get a wound on you. Cool, down he goes. Regular stab here. Ranged stab, for want of a better way of calling it. And we cursed him as well, because we are starting to put out curses. Now, I haven't checked. Do we have any ranged attacks, or is it just ranged heals? No, we've just got ranged heals. That's fine. That's interesting. So stepping in and punching is really what we're going to be doing. Let's say mobile response so that we move relatively quickly, and triage. Over here we want to do probably flashing burst. We could get aid from the ether out for Mystic Ally, but I think we'll just use it for moving around. Oh, they're moving and suffering damage. Well, we might be able to make this a little bit easier on us then. Let's start grabbing some of the money. Good roll. Unnecessarily good, but definitely not going to complain. Shoot you, step back, grab this. All this money is going to be useful for us. Okay, let's carry on. Doesn't really matter what we're planning on doing as long as we move quickly. And in terms of where we're going to go, we could jump all the way to the gold at the back. Leave these two for the Sawbones. And yeah, we're going to just start picking these up. We've got no negative conditions, so may as well just do this for the XP. You're doing what you can. We're going to have a long rest over on the Spellweaver. Grab that last little bit. Oh, I should have done them the other way around and we could have got another XP. Still, at least we got the gold. Right, long rest. Let us lose. Maybe ride the wind. Yeah, we'll lose ride the wind. We can only do a long rest for the Sawbones if we want to achieve his goal. Spellweaver, we want to move at least 3. So Reviving Ether will get us moving in, and Flashing Burst will get us attacking while we see what there is in the next room. Okay, they are quite all over the place, aren't they? We can back out and let them come to us a lot. 1, 2, 3. Hypothetically, we could also go up to here and try and goggles that guy down. What are these doing? They are moving to and muddling, which isn't going to help us. So he's going to come to that doorway. We can take a little bit of attack from these guys. That's no problem. So, eagle eye goggles. There's the +1 we wanted. So that thins out our problems quite significantly. This is a minor issue with us being immobilized and surrounded. Maybe he could have thought slightly differently about that. Let's do our heal. So, mobile response at the start of your turn. Remove 1 negative condition from any one of your allies. That is potentially really, really handy. If we already had that in place, we would get rid of that immobilized over there. But we're going to want to be moving quickly, so mobile response would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And get us into the doorway, which I like. And we could do vaccine to get rid of... Maybe. Not certain. So, we're going to need to discard something. Let's get rid of triage for now. So mobile response will get us moving 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we go like that, we'll take a little bit of damage on this. But we'll get in and do wounds on 2 of them. And then a vaccine would let you move on potentially. No, because the vaccine is on the base. Prevention is key would, however, work, and it would disarm these 2. Let's do that. We're going to need a mana bolt and frost armor up this side, I think, so we can mitigate some of the damage that's coming in. Attack 5, push 1. Ow, right. So frost armor. And we will burn what we can and just hit you. Let's step in, take some of the damage. Get them wounded. Get them disarmed. Ow. Frost armor. Frost armor. I think I have to use frost armor for that one. Ow. We're gonna burn aid from the ether. At least it's pushed us out of range. Very painful though. Can't say I liked it. And we're stunned, which is terrible. Okay, so if we're going to be in trouble, Curative Mixture is only range 1. In fact, almost all of our healing related things are range 1. So what we'll do is we'll do Syringe to get one of these guys stunned. And I think we'll... Oh, we could... You know what, we can... We could do Curative Mixture and Vaccine. That's what we'll do. So we're going to vaccinate you, which will hopefully get rid of the stun. Over this side, I think we need to use Reviving Ether. So we'll short rest and hope it doesn't try and burn it. Okay, that's fine. Flashing Burst, Reviving Ether. Hopefully we're not stunned by the time it gets round to us. Oh, it's only adjacent allies. Ooh, did not plan that through. Right, what are you doing? You're moving 1, attacking 3. And we can't make it across there directly. But we can back over here. Yeah, being stunned, this is kind of terrible for us. I should have just rested. Tower shield. Ow, we will burn. Flame strike. We're going to end up going down because I have not planned this properly. Way too cocky. Way too cocky. Okay. If we're going to take this guy out, we need to use Bloody Saw on him. And we need to move 1, 2, 3 in order to be able to do that. We're not in a place to be able to move 3. So instead, we'll hold back the pain. No, because I really want Bloody Saw and hold back the pain together. Let's move 2 up here, but we'll try and move... Do it as a 2-step thing. So Syringe is going to allow us to move quickly, decide based on what they are doing, and Hand of the Surgeon. Living Spirit's going to do some range stuff. Living Corpses aren't moving at all, but they are moving at like speed 80. So we hit you, that's a sensible thing to do. Or we step in and hit this guy, but we can probably get to here and then next turn step in and maybe do something that way. Although you are dying. You are dying over time. How much damage are they doing? Attack 4. Can't shield herself. And if we're going to walk over this way, we may as well do Hand of the Surgeon. Yeah, 1 damage isn't too bad. So I want to be doing Bloody Saw, and I want melee attacks to be hitting everyone. And it's not going to be possible for them both to happen at the same time and me move in. So if I'm going to be defending myself, getting in there and disarming them would be ideal. Or getting in here and disarming them would be ideal, which means I could do Bloody Saw on you separately. So Bloody Saw and Hold Back the Pain. Living Corpses doing move 2, attack 2, that's not too bad. Living Spirits moving a bit faster than I would like. That is also a little bit more painful than I would like. We'll take the damage on it though. Get to here. Hit him up with a wound. Painful. Let's lose the booster shot. And we're gonna have to lose vaccine and syringe, I think. Okay, short rest. Sure, we're losing curative mixture. So prevention's key is going to allow us to disarm them, and or we go Bloody Saw and Hold Back the Pain and try and really get the wounds out, and then do a disarm next turn. Ooh, Living Spirits doing cursing. That's fine. Living Corpses are just doing their thing. Alright, so melee attacks will target everyone. So let's hit them all. That's not bad, actually. So these are all going to die at the start of the next turn. Which means we've only really got to deal with that last living corpse. And we can disarm him with Prevention is Key. Or step in and do a big ass Hand of the Surgeon. And get 4 gold while at it. And that'll be based on what his move is going to be. Attack 5 push, and he's going to suffer 1 damage. You know what? The disarm does seem like a smart move. But it's just pushing the can down the road. Whereas we've got enough cards in our discard. We've got 2 in our discard. So we use the... In fact, if we go slowly... Oh, we can't go slowly because we've already chosen. That was possibly a mistake. Alright, we'll step in. We'll hit him. It wasn't quite enough. So burning 2 discarded cards means we're going to just tire ourselves out just by the very nick of it. It was a gamble, but unfortunately it didn't work out for us. May as well do these 2. Ah, and then he died. So actually, if we do a long rest, we may just win because of the wound. That is like, I did not deserve that. That is lucky. With the undead returned to peace, you climb the stairs to the top of the tower to explain to the Quattril the error of his ways. Well, we didn't only take long rests, we didn't do the die hard, but we did get 10 XP for the Sawbones, and the Spellweaver, I think, got enough that they're going to have leveled up as well. Now, in terms of what we're going to do with the Spellweaver, I'm going to need to refer to my list. He was rather apologetic and has promised not to dabble in reanimation again, so I convinced him to change his line of research to alchemy instead. The good news is he's already started to supply me with the source of more powerful mana potions. So the Spellweaver is going to level up, and from this we're going to want Cold Fire. Potentially 3 attack in an area with stun. It's a very nice skill, and this will be coming with us all the way to the end of the game. It's expandable in terms of area, just a little bit, but it's definitely going to be a useful one. And I think probably, given the limited cards we're going to end up working with, we could probably take off Mana Bolt now in order to put that on. Cold Fire, it would cost us 116 to increase the area on it. It's not huge, but it's enough. We have a new enhancement slot available. Not that we have the money to buy the enhancements for it, but we're a good way through the forest now. I've had more contacts come in, this time from the Badlands to the north. Beware though, I've heard rumours of drakes and demons. It's not a place for the faint of heart. Ooh, and by inflicting poison 50 times, we've unlocked the Plague Herald. Well, I guess we know which character we're swapping in then. The amount of poison you've created has attracted the Plague Herald to our guild. He's now available to add via the character menu. Well, we'll do that in just a moment. What kind of stuff do we have to do for his perks? Because he focuses on putting poison out everywhere, including on our own party. Kills 25 poisoned enemies, uses Curse 20 times, uses 30 area of effect attacks. That's good, because I like building him to be a curse monster rather than poisoning friends monster. Prevent 40 damage using armor and shield. We've got a new relic quest available as well. I've received a communication from the Asylum at Blackrock, where one of their alchemists has been working on a new form of high-tech armor. However, he was researching in his tower when there was a lot of noise, screaming, and then silence. Let me guess, they want us to investigate. Got it in one. Okay, well that's it for the trainer. Over on the merchant, we have that new mana potion design available. But Spellweaver, we still have perks to do for you. I really want to get rid of those -1s, but that's not going to happen. Given we've just put Cold Fire in the deck, introducing Cinder and Freeze would be good for us. I do like Blind, I do like Lacerate, but Cinder and Freeze would be very useful for us. So we'll do that. Okay, Spellweaver, we are swapping you out. Let's bring in the Plague Herald. Ugh. And there is a lot of very interesting cards that I'm going to have to spend the time to go through and decide what we want. As a character, they are primarily raged, so we're going to be doing a lot of plink, plink, plink shooting. But I do like the idea of having the Sawbones and the Plague Herald side by side. I think that in itself is going to be very, very interesting. Let's take off Foulwind right now, and we can put Epidemic on, because Epidemic is a nice multi-attack. Also, I'm going to want Virulent Strain. So let's get rid of maybe Winged Congregation. Or Wretched Swarm. Blistering Vortex, I don't think we're going to use. So that'll do for the characters, bits and bobs. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. See you soon.